Hey guys, Uncle Ray. Welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise, and I give you the non-biased information you can use to make informed decisions. Well, guys, it's go time. Hopefully, you have a good set of bags stacked in your portfolio, and hopefully, you have a good game plan, and hopefully, you've been buying the new projects that have never experienced a bull run. Now we're going to talk about that in this video. I'm going to give you some alpha. We're going to take a look at the charts of where I think we are in the big picture and what's happening right now, because I don't believe retail is here yet. Definitely not in a big way. That being said, if you have missed the AI agent pump, it's not going anywhere. And there's some really good projects that I think might become the blue chips of that subsector of AI. And that's virtuals and Ai16z. And we're going to talk about two really bullish reasons why you might want to buy these dips. So hit the like button. Let's dive into it. Okay, guys, you know, I've been stressing for I've been trying to explain to people for 3 years. If you want to make the biggest returns in crypto with the highest probability, you want to buy new projects that have never experienced a bull run and in hot sectors. What has been hot? AI, then AI agents, a subsector, gaming, memes, something in the base ecosystem, and real world assets. And those have proven to be the projects that are leading this bull run. It's non-negotiable. I'll give you an example. In in the last 3 years in the bear market, you could have stacked any of the older projects or any of the newer projects. You could have bought, Solana and did well, but no life-changing gains unless you really bought it at the bottom. And most people didn't because they were saying, I know I did a video when Solana, saying buy Solana when it was under like $12, and people were saying I was out of my mind. But Solana has done well. You could have bought XRP and it's done okay, hasn't outperformed Solana. Well, those are just two examples of two older projects that have done well, but most of them have not even come close. Now, I stacked the exceptions, a lot of the exceptions. Bought a little bit of render. I bought injective. I bought superverse and stacks in, and what was the other one? AOS. All of those, in my opinion, were the exception, and they have done extremely well. But as well as those projects have done, and are some of my biggest bags till this day, they still can't keep up with the new projects. So let's look at what I think is going on right now. If you look at Bitcoin dominance, it's still going up. It's dropped a little bit right now, and that's why we're getting a little bit of altcoin pump. But it's still, you'd be better off holding Bitcoin, probably. Now, against most altcoins. Now, look at others. We're getting a good little pump right now, but it's extremely volatile. And every time your bag starts to go up, it goes down. It goes up, you go down, it goes down. That's why I believe you should always take a handful and don't just keep waiting for altcoin season. Take your profits along the way, at least a little bit. Now, what I see from this last chart, which is USDT dominance, is volatility up and down. And what we want to see is the altcoins dominant, or the USDT dominance, just going down, down, down. That means people are taking their money, their dry powder, and putting it into the market. And what you see like right now is people have been taking a lot of profits. Then they took them out and they've taken a lot of profits. Well, this is a big move in the last week. That means people are going out of, from dry powder and getting into the market, but it's extremely volatile. So I think we're still primarily in the player versus player. That's important, guys, because, retail, if you're an average investor, you're competing against the very, very smart money, the hedge funds, the market makers, the high, the the influencers that can front run you, the insiders, the whales. And so you really have to understand that. And that's why you probably have watched your portfolio go up and down, up and down. And every time it started to look like you're gaining ground, if you didn't take any profits, it all faded away. That's just some alpha. But let's look at something, guys. All right. Right now, the majority of projects are going up. But look what's been leading this bull run. Virtuals and Ai16z. Virtuals have done over a 50x, and Ai16z has done like 125x from the bottom. And they did it all in like 5 or 6 weeks. Big moves in just a couple of months. Actually, it's a little bit more than that for AIZ in a couple of months. So that proves, in my opinion, you want to stack the new projects in the hot sectors. That being said, if you're not in some of the AI agents and you want a more conservative play, if there's a conservative play in crypto, you might want to look at what I believe are going to be these projects that might become the blue chips in AI agents. Now, why am I still extremely bullish on virtuals? And we're going to take a look at the chart. The cool thing about AI agents and the new projects is they come out fully diluted. In the past, guys, we hardly had a chance to make money against the VCs and the insiders and the early investors, right? Most of the old projects like Solana and Polygon and even Ethereum, XRP, Matic, you name it, they came out and they pumped huge and you got dumped on over and over. So every time they've pumped, you're going to get dumped on hard over the years. Well, that method is not working as well because people are getting smarter about tokenomics and they're starting to understand these projects that are fair launch are a lot more fair. So add that to your list. New tokens, never experienced a bull run, that are almost fully diluted. That is a winning combination. Now, that doesn't mean that, you can't still lose money or that they're going to outperform everything, but the probabilities are definitely in your favor. Why would you not want to go with the highest probability? Now, Virtuals just announced, now think about it, it's pretty much fully diluted. They just announced that they are going to start taking their profits, and they make a lot of profits. And they're going to buy back their own token in the free market and burn those. See, that's something none of the old projects do. Maybe one or two somewhere. And and even the older projects that have bad tokenomics, even if they have a burn mechanism, it's irrelevant if they still are dumping on you and burning a little bit of the supply. So you're not getting dumped on, and virtuals are burning the tokens. And as this bull run heats up, virtuals is going to start making more money and more money and more money and keep burning tokens, burning tokens. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. I think this project is going to go a lot higher. Now, let's look at the chart. Again, guys, it just launched in October. And if you would have bought it, right at the beginning of December, you'd still call it like a 30x. If you'd bought it in the beginning, you had over a 50x. And hopefully you took some profits. Now, here's what happened right here is that all these whales and the early investors started uh, taking profits, and then they went short with the perpetual contracts. Now, I think virtuals is going to start getting listed on some big exchanges like Coinbase because there's too much money to be had. So I think this buying opportunity right here is going to be huge. And even though this thing has pumped hard, it's still at only 3.5 billion market cap. Now, I don't know how far these AI agents can pump because we don't really have a precedent for that. Is that AI type valuation or is it a meme coin? Who knows? But I believe this project could easily pump to 30, 40 billion at a minimum. So I think when it gets listed and when people start to learn more about virtuals and these new AI agents, which are just going to be endless, and most of them are going to be rug pulls, you want to stay away from them. But the infrastructure plays like virtuals, I believe, are going to do extremely well. And even if you compare those to the older projects, right now, I believe if someone bought the something like this compared to most of the Dino tokens, this project will still outperform for the rest of the bull run. Now, Ai16z is kind of the counterparty to um, from base to Solana. And the number one reason that people are I believe that you should start stacking or at least take a look at AI16Z is because of ELIZA. ELIZA is the infrastructure, the software or whatever where developers can build on. And it is by far the number one AI agent infrastructure for new developers. I just watched a podcast where they had a lot of developers in crypto, guys I didn't know, but they're all developers, and they were just talking in general about ELIZA and how easy it was to use and how all the developers that are trying to move into AI, even if it's building on other platforms, they're using that software or that infrastructure. I don't think you can go wrong. Now, let's look at the chart. The thing of beauty, guys, is pulled back. And see, I believe you gotta buy the dips. And again, I can't imagine this project not getting listed like on Coinbase, especially with Trump coming into office and we get some regulation. Things are going to change. And when it does, I believe these two projects are going to do extremely well. So that being said, guys, right now I still believe it's man to man, right? And you still are competing against the insiders. The money's just rolling around. They, roll into one sector, one narrative, one token. They pump it up, they sell it off, they come back into it, or they roll into something else. But I believe as this bull run keeps going, these two projects will be listed across the board. And then when retail gets here, they'll start to be able to buy these projects. See, the problem right now is a lot of people's smart money are just moving around maybe some of their AI profits and they're going to where retail is. Well, retail is on the exchanges. A lot of new crypto investors don't know how to use DEX. So you have to use a DEX to buy all these new projects for the most part. But again, guys, this is going to be a long bull run, and the money may roll in and out of AI agents over and over. But when it's all said and done, guys, these two projects should absolutely rip. All right, that's all I got for you. Guys, if y'all need some help with your portfolio, I do one-on-one coaching. It's only $250 for 3 Zoom or phone calls. Now that's going to go away. Now I'll go through your portfolio, answer any questions, get you to understand how to have a game plan to dollar cost average in and out and how to compare these projects. But I also, for the same price, have a new coaching course that's only $250 right now for 15 videos and one Zoom call that is going to retail at $4.99, but right now it's half price. But for a limited time, you can pick whichever one you want. And I'll leave a link down below in the description, and I'll pin it, the email in the comment section. Now, that being said, guys, it's go time. Hopefully, you have a good game plan. And I can't stress it enough, whether you take me up on my coaching or not, you need to get a game plan so the FOMO and the FUD will not get to you. You won't start chasing green candles. You'll know what to do from the start. And if you don't take profits, guys, you'll become the profits. 90% of people that invest in crypto lose money, and I'm here to put a stop to that. So hit the like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and come back and be part of this community. Subscribe. All right, guys, it's go time. Get to stacking. Take care.